Hey YouTube, what's going on? So, 2 videos in one day you guys are getting. So, I told you guys I want to make a video on buffing for you guys, especially you guys with these older trucks or older cars that fade out and whatnot. So, I'm making a video today. This hood's dirty, but as you can see, I had washed it previously and I buffed this whole hood and it came out really nice for 97 paint. It's very shiny, and this is new paint here. I painted these fenders and it practically matches. It really does. It's pretty close. I mean, I'm going to paint the whole truck anyways, as you can see, but I'm going to buff this door right here. I'm going to show you how to buff and the best way to do it. And on a truck like this, it's really hard because of the fact that there's no clear coat. So bear with me, this video might be a little bit long, but I'm not going to buff this, obviously. I need to power wash this, and the paint doesn't match. I want to clean the cab up and make the cab match better and make it nice and shiny so it doesn't look like I'm rolling around in a pink truck. So I got Turtle Wax Super Hard Shell here. It works all right. It's not my preferable wax. There's a wax called what's the name? Black Ice is the name of it. Black Ice, and that is very good wax. I highly recommend that. This wax, it'll do, but the Black Ice is the best. I don't have any right now. I'm having trouble finding it, especially with COVID going on. And this Meguiar's right here. I got this right at Harbor Freight. You can probably get it anywhere that sells buffing compound or detailing products. You can get it right online, I'm sure. The Meguiar's Mirror Glaze. Extra heavy cut. It works great. Believe it or not, I use this on headlights, buffing headlights. Works phenomenal on headlights. You should see the difference. I'll have to do a video on that too, but anyways, so here's the paint, as you can see. And once I'm done buffing this, it's going to look like this. Nice and shiny here. So we're going to do this up. And for a buffer, this is a cheap one that my uncle gave me years ago. And I highly recommend Harbor Freight. I'm sure there's a lot of them around where you guys are. And Harbor Freight sells, I want to say it's a Boyer, the brand I want to say. You can buy a cheap buffer there for like, I think it's $60 or less. And it works great. I highly recommend getting one with a wool pad and an orbital pad. You're going to want both pads. The wool cuts the paint more than the orbital. The best thing to do is you use a wool pad first on your paint to get light scratches out like that. It'll take that out, but it leaves swirl marks, and then you use the orbital to take the swirl marks out. So I'm going to set you guys down here. I'm going to try to position you guys here so you can see this good. Let's see. Oh yeah, that'll be perfect. Alrighty. So you're gonna take your buffing compound here. Hopefully this camera is recording me good. I like to go around in a swirl like that, right? I'm also going to take my keys off, that way I'm not scratching anything on the sun down over here. And the best thing to do when you're buffing here is just go back and forth. Hopefully I got enough cord here. Hang on a second, bear with me, I need a little bit more cord. Alright, that's better. So let's see here. So when you're doing this, you're going to want to go up and down, then side to side when you're using an orbital buffer like this. Up and down, side to side, right? That's the best way to do it. When it comes to a wool pad, you're going to want to buff just back and forth. You don't want to go all over the place with it because it'll really make swirl marks then. But these trucks, I mostly buff stuff with clear coats at work, but these old trucks with these, they have no clear coat, so it's just a pain. But I mean, I'm gonna rub my finger on that. I mean, gee, this thing could use a clay bar for sure. That's another thing too. Before you buff anything, you're gonna want to clay things too. But I figured I'd make a video on just how to shine out, even if you just do it like me. Whoop. Sorry, my camera fell. But even if you're just doing an old truck like I am, especially a farm truck or a work truck or something, it'll work good. Get some more compound on here. This Meguiar's compound works great. You can't go wrong with it. And you're not going to want to press hard either. There's no reason to press hard. You just glide right along. And like I said, before you buff anything, you're going to want to make sure you wash your vehicle really good. You get any sand, dirt, salt, anything like that off it. And you're going to want to clay bar it too before you buff it, because then you're just buffing all that crap and it's going to scrape up your paint. In my case, I'm not going to clay bar the truck because I plan on painting this truck anyways. All I did was wipe it down with a chamois to get all the crap off it. But as you can see, it's a real pain to wipe this stuff off on these trucks with no clear coat. It's a real pain. I don't know why that is, but even right around this door lock is kind of a pain. I'm gonna have to get in here with a rag with a little bit of compound on it. But hopefully in this video you guys can see it all right. As you can see, I'm also pressing kind of hard. But if you guys are struggling to get the compound off the paint like I am, what I notice works really well is, let's see here. Huh. Well, give me 1 second, I'm sorry about that, but my wax pad isn't in here. Alright, I'm sorry about that, guys. Now I got my pad. wax on the pad. So I'm having some trouble here getting this buffing compound off. So now I'm going to go over it like that. Get nice and close up here. Get nice and close here. You can always wipe it off, you know. You're going to want to do a circular motion. It really works the wax into the paint when you do a circular motion like that. Go right over it. And this, as you can see, this is a real nice thick coat on it. This is really going to work good. And it's really, really going to shine the paint up. I mean, you're going to be amazed at the difference in this paint by the time I'm done. You work it right into the paint like that. Then you're going to take your microfiber rag, your microfiber, and you're going to wipe this off like this. I mean, look at that shine. It's amazing. I mean, this is original paint from 1997. This paint's older than me. I'm 22. I hope you guys can see this good. I think a lot of you guys are going to appreciate this video. I mean, look at that. There's not one swirl. I mean, this just came out spotless. Look at this and look at that. I mean, you can clear it. Don't mind my little rust spot down here on the door. That's getting taken care of, but I mean, look, you can see my reflection in the truck behind me like it's a mirror. And I look up here. The paint's so dull, it doesn't even reflect. So, what I'll do is I'm going to try to finish buffing this whole truck today. I'm starting to run out of daylight, but I'm going to see what I can get done. And I'll make another video on the whole truck when it's done for you guys to take a look at, alright? So, hope you guys enjoyed. Hope this helps you out. Like I said, I'm just using an orbital on this and it's coming out great. But if you're looking to get deeper scratches out, you're going to want to use a wool buffer. And then you're going to want to go over with an orbital to get all the swirl marks out. And not only that, you can apply wax also with the orbital. But I like to do it by hand and work it in by hand. But I hope you guys enjoy this video. I hope this gives you some good tips on how to buff and wax your truck.